Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. And for those of you who are new here, hi, I'm Amy and this is Thrift Adventure. I'm a full-time reseller primarily on the Poshmark app, but I do dabble on other online platforms and I sell locally. I have a ship with me video today. These sales are from, let's see, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I was out of town this weekend. It was a little bit slow, but I have some stuff to ship out, so I'm just going to be thankful for that. The first item that sold on cherish.com, and it is this pale pink Viking glass ashtray. I just thought this was really cute. The color was pretty unique. Also, colored glass and Viking glass seems to be having a surge in popularity again. So I am picking it up when I find it for affordable prices. This sold for $54. I paid $3 at an estate sale. Cherish charges a 22% seller's fee, so after their fee and my cost of goods, that made my profit $40.22. I think that's great for a $3 investment. I will package this up off camera and I'll go ahead and move it out of the way so I don't break it. The rest of the items sold on Poshmark. This is a vintage red leather belt. I picked it up because it had that horse fit detail on it, which Gucci uses as kind of part of their emblem or logo. This was just a Worthington brand, which I think is a Sears or Penny's brand. But I just thought this was a cute piece and it was in pretty good condition. Interesting about this belt, I've had it listed for quite a while. I got a $12 offer for it this morning and I had it listed for $39. So I think I counter offered them with $30 or something like that. And then like 5 minutes later, someone else came in and bought it for full price. So it sold for $39, which makes me super happy. I said this before, I think, but I always am happy when someone sends me a lowball offer and then someone else comes in and buys it for full price. Okay, so sold for $39. I only paid $1 for this at an estate sale. So after posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $30.20. If you're new to my channel, you will see that I love selling belts and I sell them all the time. They're a great bread and butter item. I can find them very easily in my area for affordable prices. And I bet if you go to yard sales or estate sales, even if you live in a bigger city, I bet you can find belts for a good price. Okay, so the next item that sold is this vintage Hawaii snapback cap. I don't always pick up hats or snapback hats, but I went to an estate sale and I waited in line for a little while and then I got in there and there wasn't really much that was really exciting. So I kind of looked for things that were a little bit outside my comfort zone and I ended up picking up a few vintage snapback hats and they only charged me $1 a piece for them. And then I also picked up some men's clothing for $1 a piece. And it's turned out to be, it worked out okay because I have sold quite a few of the hats, all of the men's clothing, and it was only $1 a piece. So this only sold for $20, but for a $1 investment, that is just fine. So after posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $15. I typically use these little square boxes. I think this is box number 4. Yes, box number 4. Most hats fit nicely in there if you just kind of angle them a little bit. Okay, the next sale is kind of interesting. This is a pair of distressed, worn out men's boots by Flawed, which is a good brand. I got these at a fill the bag sale, and at those sales sometimes, or all of the time, you just kind of have to grab stuff and it's hard to like know for sure the condition when you are, you know, quickly grabbing items. So I got these and they are, you know, they're scuffed and distressed and worn out. And I decided to, you know, clean them up and polish them and list them anyways. And they sold relatively quickly for $28. I am always surprised when I sell these flawed or distressed items, but I think some people just like this look. And if they can get, you know, like a higher end brand for a cheaper price, they'll still pick it up. So like I said, I got these at a fill the bag sale, so I paid less than $1 for them. So after posh fees and my goods, that made my profit $21.40. So I don't, you know, typically pick up flawed items intentionally. I will pick up distressed leather bags intentionally because I always have good luck with those. But if I do accidentally pick up something flawed, I will still list it in most cases because in most cases it will still sell. Okay, so the next item that sold is this little wool lat blanket, and as you can see, it's made in Scotland. It's 100% wool. It's just a small little blanket. I kind of went through a phase where I wanted to try selling blankets because I had seen some other people have good luck with them. I really didn't have very good luck with them. This has been listed for 2 years probably. It did end up selling for $42. The good news is I only paid $3 for it. So after posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $28.58. So what I mean by I didn't have very good luck with it is that most of the blankets that I picked up took a long time to sell, and they're kind of bulky. So I don't really like having items sitting around that take up a lot of space that aren't going to be a really big profit. So I am happy to see this go. And I am thinking, I didn't check this morning, but I am thinking that some of these sales that have been sitting around for a while are selling as a result of my promoted listings, which makes me happy. So, you know, I do have my budget set at $20 a week, but if I can sell a few lower dollar items and move stuff out and still make profit, that's just fine with me. This is another item that I've had for a long time, probably about a year. It's this Gymshark leggings, yoga pants, workout pants. I picked these up at the bins. The size tag, which apparently is normally in the leg, it had been cut out, so I didn't know what size they were, which is a problem. Probably one of the reasons they took a little while to sell. But I included measurements, and they finally sold for a whopping $14. But like I said, I got them at the bins, so I paid less than $1 for them, which made my profit $8.03. Nothing to get excited at all about, but another thing moving out, and I still have a nice return on my investment. So that is it for today, but I will be back in a couple of days to share what else I sell. If you are enjoying my videos, I would so appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. It really encourages me. It helps my channel grow because it tells YouTube that people are enjoying my videos, and so they suggest my videos to more people. Also, if you could give this video a thumbs up and comment down below, but don't go anywhere. I will be back with more interesting things to ship out. See you in a couple days. Hey there, it's a couple days later and I have quite a few more things to ship out. But first, I've had quite a few questions about how I store my jewelry and how I store my belts. So I just thought I'd give you a quick peek at how I do that. Word of warning, I am not a super organized person, so it looks pretty messy. If that bothers you, go ahead and fast forward. If you're into real, go ahead and check it out. All right, I'll show you right now. Okay, so my jewelry storage is pretty simple. I store all of my costume jewelry in this plastic drawer system. I picked both of these up at the Goodwill. I just have a drawer for each type of jewelry. So I do have 2 drawers for my necklaces because I have so many, and then I have one drawer that's combined with rings and cufflinks. Then I have earrings, bracelets, and brooches in the bottom. This works just fine for me. I keep each bag or each item individually in a little plastic baggie. You can get these at Walmart. Okay, now on to my belts. This is how I store my belts. I have one bin for brown belts, one bin for black belts, and then this bag just has other colors in it. So it's a pretty simple storage system and it works for me. I very rarely lose items. So hope that is helpful for those of you who asked. Okay, so I hope that was helpful for those of you who were curious. I do store all of my higher value, like genuine gold pieces in my safe deposit box. I just do that for safety purposes. And then I just keep my costume, lower cost jewelry in those bins like that. Okay, so I had quite a few sales. Most of them were kind of lower dollar sales, but I am happy to move anything and everything out that I can so that I can buy more stuff, because that's my favorite part. Okay, so the first item sold on Cherish, and it's just this really cute little pot. I can't think of, I just lost my train of thought. So I listed it as vintage 1960s mid-century Arabia, Finland. So this is made, or it's marked Arabia, Finland. Green apple jam, butter jar, crock dish bowl. So I put everything that I could think of. I do think this is referred to as a crock. It sold for $48. This isn't something normally that I would pick up, but I just was really drawn to the green apple design. I just thought it was really cute, and this brand or maker can be desirable. Okay, so it sold for $48. I paid $4. Cherish charges the 22% fee, and after their fee and my cost of goods, my profit was $34.10. That's just fine. That's pretty much what I anticipated, being in the $20 to $30 range, because this isn't a super special thing, but I just thought it was really cute. The next item that sold was a bundle, and this piece sold very quickly. It is a Lladro. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's Lladro. And I just picked this up. It's kind of blowing out there because I thought it was adorable, and I know that people collect this Lladro. It's highly collectible. This piece, had it not been damaged, would have sold for over $200 or in that range. However, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it had quite a few missing petals on the flowers. So I listed it for $59. I found this at a thrift store for 75 cents, and it was listed less than a week. I did look up comps on eBay, and there were a couple that were damaged, and they were listed for $39 and $43. So I listed mine at $59, thinking that I would send out offers to likers, and you know, it would sell for like 20% off. But this lady added this and then these 2 brooches to a bundle and asked me to make her an offer. I think I had these priced at like $18 or $19 a piece. And I sent her an offer for $78 with $5.95 discounted shipping. So she paid about $10 each for these brooches, which is totally fine with me because I only paid $1 a piece for them. And, you know, then she pretty much paid full price for the little figurine. I am really happy with this sale, especially because that sold so quickly. This piece also sold pretty quickly. I only had it listed for about a month. The other brooch had been listed forever. Brooches are not quick sellers typically for me, but if I pick them up in a large lot of jewelry, I would still list them. Or if I can find them for, say, $1 a piece, then I will pick them up. I'm really not picking them up as much anymore. I'm going to need to get some, I'll do that later, some more ribbon because I have so many brooches right now, and because they're such a slow seller, I am only picking them up if they are a desirable name brand or they are super cool. I'm going to move this out of the way too, because I don't want to risk chipping it or breaking it. Let's see. Sorry, I'm not very organized today, I guess. Okay, and then I had quite a few lower dollar pieces of jewelry sell overnight last night, which makes me happy because a lot of times it's kind of hard for me to sell these lower priced pieces of jewelry. This first one is a Catholic charm and sterling silver chain. This did have a little booklet that came with it. I think maybe I could have gotten a little bit more for this, but when I got this offer for $29, I just decided to go ahead and accept it because I had only paid $1 for this. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $22.20. That is just great in my book. Not going to complain. And this person gets a, you know, they may be giving it as a gift or wearing it themselves, but they get a nice little piece to celebrate their faith with. Okay. Sorry if I am a little distracted. Let's see, door knocker. Okay. The next piece that sold was this pair of sterling silver door knocker earrings, and they have a purple stone in there. I thought these were really cool and had like a David Yurman look to them. They're very nicely made, and I think they were probably pretty expensive new, but I have had these listed, I don't know, probably over 2 years. So again, I got an offer for $26, and I said, yes, take them off my hands because they have been sitting around so long. I got all of the rest of the pieces here I got for free, or were given to me. So I have no cost of goods. So that made my profit $20.80 on this pair. Sometimes my friends and family, very rarely, but sometimes they will give me jewelry. I don't usually take clothing just because it takes up so much room, but I have had people give me boxes of jewelry before, which is exciting. Okay, so the next pair is this cute little pair of abalone drop earrings. These are probably from the 70s or 80s. These sold for $17. I am not sure. I sent out 20% off offers to Likers with discounted shipping and also 30% off offers. So I'm not sure if these were purchased at the 20% off or 30% off, but either way they sold for $17, which I think is a very reasonable price. Again, I paid $0, and I do believe all of these had discounted shipping. So my profit was $11.58 on these. I have been kind of resistant to list these lower dollar pieces but I had my brother-in-law here helping me because he was in between jobs. So I gave him these lower dollar pieces because he, you know, he could take less pictures and it wasn't as important that I wasn't going to be as particular about the quality of the pictures. And now this has me again rethinking that I need to, you know, list some of these lower dollar items, because this really adds up. These 4 items are going to add up to $40 or $50 in profit, which is great. Okay, the next pair, oh, let's just do these out of order. The next pair is these gold mesh earrings. These are pierced earrings. I would guess these are maybe from the 70s or 80s. But, you know, they're just costume jewelry, and I really didn't think they would sell for much. They sold for $16 with discounted shipping, which isn't a lot. But, you know, for something like this, if I only take 4 pictures and I do a very quick description, so what I would do is make my title and put as many keywords as I could in the title. Then I copy the title to the first sentence of the description. If there's any more keywords that I can think of that didn't fit in the title, I'll add it there. And then I will add the condition description. So like this had a little bit of gold loss. So I just say fair to good vintage condition with some general wear and loss to the gold tone plating. Please take a look at all the photos and use them as part of the description. As one of my photos, I photo the item next to a tape measure and a penny. So the measurements are shown in the photo, so I don't have to add that to the description. So it makes, it just makes the listing and photography go a lot quicker. So these sold for $15. I paid $0, so that made my profit $9.98. So if you can, you know, get it in and out doing a listing very quickly, you know, in 5-10 minutes and make $10, I think that's worth it. Okay, the next item is this fun pair of triangle kind of enamel orange earrings. These are pierced. I think these are probably from the 60s based on the style. These sold for $16. These ones were listed for a while. Let's see, I think I'm going to do a bigger. So after Posh fees, these were also something that was given to me. That made my profit $10.78. Another, you know, just fine. Pay for your coffee nowadays. Oh my gosh. I ordered a coffee with some special milk in it, and I think it was almost $7. Makes me feel old talking about how expensive everything is nowadays. Anyways. Okay, so the next item that sold is this genuine leather purse. And this is by, well, it's made in Italy. And I think this Vera Pell is just genuine leather, I think is what that means. I could be way off, I don't know. But it's really nice quality. And I picked it up because it kind of looked like the Loewe puzzle bag. It had that kind of look to it. So I used the word puzzle bag in the description. I didn't, of course, use the designer Loewe name brand or anything. But this sold pretty quick. I think maybe in 2 or 3 weeks. It sold for $50. It was in excellent condition, just a few small little marks. I had paid $10 for it. So after Posh fees and my cost of goods, that made my profit $30. I think I listed this for $59 or $69, and the buyer offered me that $50. Which, to be honest with you, is actually a little bit more than I originally expected it to sell for. So I think that is great. I do think these have, you know, retail in the $100 to maybe $150 range. So So for one that's almost like new, that's a good deal for the buyer. So did I say that made my profit $30? I think I did. And then the next item that sold is just this vintage Vanity Fair slip. Just a basic little slip with kind of this pretty mesh lace detail. I've said this many times before, but for those of you that are new here, I only pick up vintage slips like this if I can get them at the bins, spit it out, or like a fill the bag sale, or for less than $1. So this one I picked up because at an estate sale I was at, they had a whole bunch of them and they were $1 a piece. So if there is multiples of similar items, I am more inclined to pick it up, just because I feel like it makes it easier to list, because I can use very similar descriptions, even copy and paste from listing to listing. So it makes the listing process a lot quicker. So this only sold for $12, and I think it was just with discounted shipping too. I paid $1 for it, so it made my profit $6.03. Not huge, but like I said, it was very easy to list. I didn't have to take a bunch of photos. I do believe I did take measurements of the bust for this. So quite a few things going out, but well, I guess they added up to $291, and that's for the last 2 days. So that's pretty good. I'm not going to complain about it, and got rid of some stuff that had been listed for a while, which I really like. Okay, so there should be at least one more clip after this, so don't go anywhere, and I will see you in a couple of days my time, in a couple of seconds your time. Okay, see you in a minute. Hi again, it's Saturday, and it's been a very slow couple of days, unfortunately. I only have one item to ship out, but hey, every week can't be amazing. Hopefully next week is better. I thought that I would share with you, before I share what I sold, the results of my promoted listings over the last 7 days. So I set my budget to $20 a week. And from that $20, I had $111 in sales. And that equaled $78.21 in profit after Posh fees and my cost of goods. Minus the $20 would give me $58.21 in profit. So that's really not a huge, amazing result from the promoted listings. However, there were 4 or 5, well, not this week. So there were 3 items that I had had for a while, or were less desirable items that sold as a result of the promoted listings. So overall, I'm happy with that. And I'm going to keep going another week. If I can remember, I'll keep updating you on the results of my promoted listings, just so you can kind of get an idea of what to expect. I know it's going to be different for everyone. I currently have 900 available listings, and the pricing on my items is all over the board. I have as low as, I think, $10 items all the way up to like $1,000 items. I haven't had any really big sales from promoted listings, which would be really great if you could choose the listings that you promoted, which I've said before. But anyways, you know, it's not a huge amount, but I think it's worth it at this point, and I will keep updating you. So the item that I sold, this was not as a result of promoted listings. It's another pair of these Larissa Loden Cicadia bug earrings. I picked up quite a few pairs of these at a fundraiser sale, and I ended up paying $1.50 a piece for them. They were kind of odd. Like, I don't think I would have picked this up if it was just one pair. but because there were multiple, I think I got 6 pairs of them. I decided to pick them up because it would make an easy listing. And I'm very glad I did, because I've made quite a bit of money on these. These sold for the lowest amount out of any of them. These sold for $20 with discounted shipping. I paid $1.50, so that made my profit $12.48. But I only have 1 pair left, and most of them has sold between $25 and $30. So as a result, I have made, you know, $70, $80 on that pickup. So turns out that was a good pickup, and I am happy with it. Okay, so like I said, it did not turn out to be a very good week, but I did move out quite a few lower dollar items, so that makes me happy. My total sales for the week were $508. My total cost of goods was $30.50, and my total profit was $358.76. My goal is always $1,000 in profit per week, but if you've been following along with me, that is still a goal, because I am not regularly meeting that $1,000 a week profit. I need to take some action to make that happen, and I've just been struggling to stay focused with my consistent listings. My dad is aging, and I'm having to help him with more things, and he may have back surgery coming up. So that's been really distracting to me. And when I have those distractions, it makes it difficult for me to stay productive. Plus, yeah, so I'm hoping that I can get through that and get focused again, because it is really important to my business. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I hope your sales are better than mine. Oh, I also wanted to address, I had kind of I think their intent was not so nice comment on one of my recent videos. So by the time this comes out, it would have been 2 or 3 weeks ago. But the person said I was bragging about my sales on Cherish, and that I shouldn't share information about Cherish because too many people will start selling on there. And while I do see her point very clearly, I see it. By sharing this information, I am risking more people coming to the platform, which in turn would be more competition for me. Personally, I am willing to take that risk because I have helped so many people, and I truly believe in karma and putting good things out and getting good things back. I just think I would really have loved someone to help me when I was first starting, or when I've struggled over the years, and given me tips. And I've watched other YouTubers who have. So I think it's really important that we do share. And to be honest with you, I do not share everything on here. There's another stream of income that I have that is too, like, I am afraid to share it because it could really affect that part of my business. So just know I don't share everything, and you know, we all need to help each other out. And now I'm rambling. Anyways, I will continue to share the items that I sell on Cherish, because I think it's a great platform. I think it's a full-time platform? No. But I do think it is a great extra platform to supplement your income. Okay, thank you all so much who leave kind comments every now and then on every video. It is so encouraging to me. It really keeps me going. I really appreciate it every time you give my videos a thumbs up and comment. And for those of you who subscribed, it means the world to me. So I will see you again next week. Thank you so much for watching.